make sure you got the foundation. The foundation. Because if you don't, that best friend is your replacement.
What up, y'all?
Josh and Easy here once again
With another quality video. So as you guys can tell by today's title, we are talking about opposite sex friendships, I guess, when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, should you have them? Should you not have
Right.
them?
We've gotten this suggestion for an Eat and Chill topic a couple of times now, people wanting to know about our thoughts on it. So we will be sharing that with you guys today. But before we hop into it, I want to tell them what we're eating today, the more healthy route.
We're eating the healthy route. So, I don't know, personally, right? Personally, I've been on a meat cleanse.
Me too. Yesterday was my last day. I did a full week of absolutely no meat. Video coming soon on my channel.
So yeah, we got some fruit.
And vegetables.
And
You have vegetables.
So I got a couple of greens, all plant-based, you know what I'm saying? Got banana, got some pineapple, got some cucumber, a little bit of peppers, a little bit of ranch.
A cup of ranch.
A little cup of ranch.
And I got mango slices. Ooh, yep, go ahead and focus. Babe, your face is too handsome. It wants to see you. I got some mango slices pre-cut and tahine. Is that tahine? Tahine seasoning. This on this with watermelon. This with, it's pretty much fire on anything. Honestly, it's the best thing ever. If you haven't tried it,
yeah, you can basically
try it in
any food you want with that.
Can I talk about my food? If you haven't tried this, try it. Come back and comment below what you think. I promise it'll change your life. Let's go ahead and pray before we hop into this topic.
Lord, bless this fruit that we're about to receive from our bodies, help it to nourish our minds, nourish our bodies in a clean way. And we ask that you help it to bless our minds so that we can bless the minds of those watching this video moving forward. These and other blessings we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so obviously you guys have asked questions about whether or not it's okay to have opposite sex friends in a relationship or not. For this relationship specifically, we both have come to the agreement that opposite sex friends are a no-go or a deal breaker. From my perspective, the reason why I say opposite sex friends are a deal breaker for our relationship is because at one point me and her were friends and this grew into what it is today. And we had no intention of getting to this point when we were friends. Like I don't want to compete with another male for your attention. I don't want to have to feel like I'm constantly competing because like if I'm not giving the proper amount of attention, then I know she's going to her other opposite sex best friend. And if that so happens to turn into one thing, turn into another, or maybe she just prefers his company over my company after a while, I mean, obviously the relationship is over. Or something's compromised and we have to come to a conclusion. So that's why I'm against it. Like, just don't see the point of her going out and finding another guy best friend. One, because she tells me I'm her best friend. So I mean, like, double the whammy. When you say like, you're my best friend, then you go find another best friend and they just so happen to be a guy. It's like a whole bunch of red flags going on in your head. So I would definitely feel some type of way if there was an opposite sex best friend, which is why I'm opposed. Now, she has her reasoning for being opposed, but you've kind of had this scenario. This is a recurring theme for you. So I need you to go ahead and explain why.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a catch, okay? So, you know, any guy
say that
I interact with
say that
on that magnitude, we're constantly talking, being vulnerable with each other, they're gonna want me. No, all seriousness, Josh is not my first go round with dating a best friend. And what is it, the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me type thing? Because I know how that dynamic goes, I wouldn't risk that in this relationship.
We've just both come to the conclusion that opposite sex friends aren't conducive to a good relationship in this one. Now, this could be totally different for somebody else. Like if she had, I wouldn't even say that. If you had a guy best friend before us, I don't even know if I would have been part of the equation then. I feel like opposite sex friends instantaneously equals competition, because the more you're around somebody, the more you're attracted to them, or the more you feel comfortable with them, whatever you want to call it.
I agree with that.
It might not be physical, but the more you're around them, the more you're comfortable with them, or the more you can see yourself being around them for longer term. And eventually, if you even find them partially attractive, that attraction grows just based off the relationship itself.
My previous ex-boyfriend that was my best friend, our friendship was consistent.
Like every day after school, we're texting. Throughout class periods, we're texting and laughing and stuff. Like it was just like he began to have like this consistent spot in my life to the point where I was talking to him more than my actual boyfriend, and like felt more comfortable talking to him about stuff or venting to him about my ex-boyfriend before him. Woo! And that's actually what ended up happening with me and Josh. I used to talk to Josh about him. Like it was a cycle. Like, and Josh used to talk to me about like different flings or whatever he had going on. Like it was really platonic. It started off platonic, and I feel like that type of stuff just kind of hits you out of nowhere. Like, oh wow, I think I kind of feel something for you. That's more than just a friend. Because I have a problem if you're with somebody else. It's not to say that it's completely impossible, but I think that it requires boundaries, because the reason I was hesitating in the beginning is because I would consider Petrell one of my best friends, but I'm also best friends with his wife. She's been on the channel. I feel like they would know Michelle and Petrell, but Michelle was actually in our previous video teaching us how to cook the cookies, or how we cooked it wrong. She gave us the recipe. So just to give context, me and Michelle have been best friends since 4th grade, and then we went to high school together, and that's when we met her husband Petrell our freshman year of high school. And before they even started like dating, we were all friends, like very close and stuff. Me and him had our friendship, she and him had their friendship, blah blah blah. So that's another thing too. I feel like I couldn't say anything if you had a girl best friend before we started dating, and it was some like long-term stuff.
Would you have been comfortable with dating me though?
I don't know. Probably not, because I'd probably think she liked you. Yeah. I do typically feel like if it's...
I feel like if there's a long-term best friend relationship, I feel like on one side or the other there is undiscussed feelings involved.
You think so? Always?
Like maybe not always. Maybe not always, but I want to say majority of the time, and I'm not playing those odds. I'm not gonna sit here and just...
I was gonna say though, with me and Petrell, we'll have present day, like our own separate conversations without you or Shayla around, and it's just platonic. It's just friendships, but like that's not, we don't talk every day. That's what I mean by the consistency. That's when I feel like it can start getting kind of dangerous. How often are you talking to this person? How much are you sharing with this person? Stuff like that. Like if each time we got into it, I'm hitting up Petrell, or I'm texting Trell about you every day, or a guy, period. I feel like that's when lines start to blur.
Yeah, because then you start putting your security in something
else.
Your
security and your vulnerability, and that can be dangerous, I feel like, in a relationship.
You gotta be careful when you place your vulnerability, ladies and gentlemen. You start placing with everybody, you start investing your feelings into something that you weren't really ready for.
So also, I've been in a best friend relationship with the opposite sex, where the guy, and I found out later, he ended up liking me, and I never knew. I don't even remember how I found out, but yeah, either way I found out. And it's interesting because we stopped being best friends because he ended up getting in a relationship, and his girl told him she didn't want him around me or talking to me and stuff like that anymore, because we were so close and because he shared so much with me, and like we had a friendship. But if she was seeing maybe the way he was looking at me or how he acted towards me, I can see why she felt intimidated by that. I still was mad at her though, because that was my best friend. But yeah, it's just those type of friendships will just hit you between the eyes sometimes. Yeah. Like I can't pinpoint the day I was like, I like you.
Can I pinpoint? Yeah, I can.
What?
You came back sophomore.
You always say that, John.
Swear, man.
It wasn't a conversation or nothing?
We didn't have a conversation. You came in, I helped you with your stuff. We were right at the steps of the second floor. You were just standing there in your essence. And I was like, damn, I think I like her. I didn't capitalize on it after that day. I just like acknowledged the fact that like I can see myself being more than friends with you.
And that's the crazy thing. Why I feel like you're right about, usually somebody kind of has hidden feelings.
There's some kind of feelings involved.
Because you held that water for months.
Good.
I was talking to Josh, yeah. I was going through a semi-breakup at that time, talking to Josh about it. Talking to a new dude, going through BS, talking to Josh about it. I had no idea.
I was just in my cubby quiet.
I had no idea.
And I was low-key upset that you got into the other relationship, but it was not my lane.
It wasn't a relationship. Let's call it a situationship.
Okay. It wasn't my call, though. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, that's your choice. Now, granted, I told her I was hinting at the fact that I wanted you to be single because I wanted you to start either focusing.
But I thought it was in a
me.
best friend way. No, the way you worded it made it seem like in a best friend way. I want what's best for you.
Well, duh.
I think what's best for you right now is for you to be single. It wasn't. It was almost in a brother type of way, not in a future lover type of way.
Well, yeah, because I'm not trying to play my hand.
I'm just saying.
I'm
This just
just
ties into.
All
I be
I'm
feeling like there's hidden agendas. I just don't trust women.
I don't trust men.
Don't trust women. Like, the only women that I trust around him is his family and my two best friends. And like, even with my best friends, y'all don't talk like that. Like, when we hang out in a group, y'all embrace each other, we talk, we have a great time, but there's boundaries. There's certain lines that just aren't.
I'm not going over to
Cross,
Don's house.
yeah.
House, kicking it.
And the only reason me and Betrayal do that is because we had a friendship, a
Y'all got, like, a
longevity, like decade
long-
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
And I
it's just,
trust him.
it's just different. And y'all are close friends
Yes,
too.
me and him are better. Like, we have a
That's the thing too.
We have a relationship friendship.
Uh-huh.
Whereas like male, female, we can kind of like it's like a four-way communication. We always keep in.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
Like I can go to Shayla and talk to her without
Yeah.
her getting upset.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
to Shayla without me getting upset.
Mm-hmm.
They can come to us. We can go to them. Like it's almost like
It's a level of trust there and like
A huge level of
transparency,
trust, yeah.
I feel like. Whereas if it's just you have your own separate friendship with a girl, I have no idea about her, I don't know anything about her, me and her have no relationship, there lacks
Yeah.
transparency there, and therefore there's a lack of trust for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know your agenda and I don't know your energy the right way. Like if you were to become best friends with somebody like Papa Do's, I'd have a big problem with it.
Yep.
Yeah. And like if they act funny when I come around,
That's
there's
even
some
worse.
female friends or opposite sex friends, if you're around your significant other and them at the same time, they act funny. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Makes you
That
feel like
stuff
you're
is a
out the loop.
quick
Makes you-
way
yeah.
to look at me gripping. It makes because it reminds me of I hate that feeling of feeling dumb, feeling like you're out the
Being
loop on
played.
something, being played. Somebody knows something about your significant other that you don't. All that stuff is like a quick red flag for me, and I'm close to being out the door because I don't like
Yeah.
being in the dark about stuff.
I don't like that either.
And at the end of the day, too, if you find your significant other attractive, somebody else does too.
Duh.
So, like, if somebody was to just pop up and want to be your friend right now, present day, absolutely not. A female, absolutely not.
I'm a catch.
Absolutely.
I'm a
You're
catch.
gonna steal my stuff. I'm a catch too.
We're catches.
Yeah, and like not only are we attractive and beautiful people externally, internally we're good people.
And
Like
people
people
recognize
attract.
that.
Yes, people are
People
attracted
recognize
to that type of stuff. Like as fine as you are, I still think nothing outshines how beautiful your heart is to me. And somebody of your level of attractiveness, it's not very common for them to be humble and easygoing, and just who you are is rare the way you look. Does that make sense?
Sort of, yeah.
Y'all see it.
Oh, there you go.
Y'all
Oh, look at that girl right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I know for the record, I don't tell Josh to make me his screensaver. My man does that on his own. I feel like there's so many, how do I word this? There's so many relationships out there in this generation that the people in it don't seem to have respect for each other. So then it's like, it's like messing up people's perspective of relationships. You saying, oh, I have a girlfriend, and then them questioning, oh, are you gonna marry her? As in, is it as serious as like, do you take the relationship seriously? It shouldn't even get to that point, but I can see why people think that. Because there's so many relationships that like take 10 years or more before the man proposes, or the man never have intentions to propose at all. But like, you know, there's so many relationships that I feel like are settling.
The validity of relationships in today's age is sort of diminished.
So therefore people don't really, it's just like, oh.
Yeah. A relationship almost seems like it's a fun thing to do nowadays. It's almost like let me just do this for
Yeah,
the
people
heck
don't
of
think
it.
you're dating with intention. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
don't date with intention. So when you hear, oh, you have a girlfriend, oh, okay, that's gonna be over soon. I feel like that's like a lot of people's point of view, where it's like, no, we've been in this for almost 5 years. This is it.
I think everybody comes to the conclusion that most relationships end with someone being unfaithful, or just like the relationship ending because most people just generally tend to want to be single. Like people get in relationships, but they definitely want to be single.
Let's say that you're hanging out with a girl, working with her or whatever, and she claims she's interested in Cam and wants you to put her on with him. But then that requires for her to talk to you more often, to get tea on Cam when really she's getting closer to you. That's how I feel like a lot of females operate, where they like, and sometimes
That's how
you
I
guys
operate.
are very dumb and y'all be falling for it. Like she just She just wants to know about Cameron. Well, no, she want to know about you.
That's how I operate. That was literally my operation all the first semester of sophomore year. I was literally just talking to you about other people, but you looking at me talking about these other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm infiltrating the system, you know what I'm saying? That's Mac Daddy 101 though. Y'all need to just go ahead and I'll talk about that in another video on my own time.
You can do it in your Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy 101. Yeah, how to properly Mac Daddy 101. That's
y'all give this video a thumbs up and comment below if y'all want Josh to do a
Mac Daddy
101 video.
Y'all need to know proper Mac Daddy, but that's in another video. You know what's another interesting thing? Where did I see that statistic at? Basically, the people that you work with become, I think it was like 20% more attractive. I don't know how they calculate that by percentage, but it was some kind of percentage more attractive just based off the fact that you're around them consistently.
Really?
That's why I'm so against opposite sex friends. Like, even if y'all were cool and I saw that you guys were cool, if you guys hang out consistently, I'm going to have a problem. Because I know after a while, either their heart's gonna seem more attractive to you or their faces.
There are very ugly people that I ended up thinking were attractive because I talked to them often.
Talk to them enough.
I don't even know if it was their face that became attractive or more so their personality made them.
You
I don't know
start
what
to
it
look
was.
past the physical.
Yeah.
Like, we're definitely energetic beings, so
Yeah.
like the physical, what you see is it plays a factor, but more often than not, if you can tolerate their looks, but their inner glow like shines through, you'll give them a shot. Or you might slip up, and I don't even care if it's like you not even leaving me for them. A slip up is gonna piss me off.
What's a slip up?
Like, you just end up having a random boo 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 boo
What?
one night with your best friend.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Never.
Opposite sex best friends, that's a liability.
It's a liability.
That's an extreme liability. You get drunk one night, you mad at whatever, you mad at your man, you with your best friend, then out of nowhere it's like, well, I've been talking to you for a while, your inner glow is a little glowier than it was the day before, and the next thing you know, boop, 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 now you made a mistake that you regret, but here I am on the other end of it. Like, it's just like everything in life. The more you focus on something, the more it expands. The more it is within your conscious mind, the more it expands, the more it becomes a part of your reality. And then you start getting a little closer because, like, you feel like you've been in my life so long, it's hard to think that you would hurt me, or it's hard to think that I can't trust you because I've trusted you with being in my space this long. So then I'm going to be a little more vulnerable with you. And it's like a snowball effect. A little more vulnerable, a little more vulnerable, a little more vulnerable. Rubbing your hands together, the next thing you know, pow! Ba-bop, ba-bop. I will never be okay with that junk.
Me neither.
Especially if I'm not around. If we're gonna meet a male, I'm present. And even then, he's not getting any of your contact information. He's getting mine. Oh yeah, you can definitely take down my number, bro. We can definitely keep in contact. But as for her, nah. You want to communicate with her, you come to me, I communicate to her, she communicates to me, I communicate back to you.
Personally, it wouldn't even really get that far. A girl that's trying to be friends with you, she ain't getting my number or your number.
I was kind enough to at least let the man contact
But
me.
he ain't gonna hit you up.
And then we know where he stood. All I'm saying is that I don't like it.
I don't either.
She don't like it. Maybe y'all cool with it. That's cool. That is cool.
Live your best life.
Live your best life. If you have a significant other and you guys are okay with opposite sex friends, live your best life. But don't be surprised if that best friend ends up bopping your significant other.
Oh, you wrong.
Do not be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Don't act like we did not warn you.
Yeah.
Don't-
I don't want to make it sound like it's impossible.
I'm not gonna say it's inevitable, but it's unlikely.
Huh?
Let's not play the odds here. If we were gonna do this in a statistical way, I'm gonna say 80% of the time there are unsaid feelings
On one side at
involved
least.
in that relationship.
Yeah.
You pick who. You
You know what too though? High school EC, when my ex before the best friend ex we were just friends. My ex was like, he likes you. You need to stay away from him, blah, blah. In high school, he said, no, he doesn't. Even though I low-key knew he did. No, he doesn't. We're just friends. Like, people lie to themselves.
And look. Here's
People
the funny
lie to
thing. Here's the funny thing. When boyfriend number 2,
he knew
about me.
He knew Josh was gonna be the next. That's not funny.
This nigga
That's messed up.
knew about me. So if I have an inkling about anybody,
He knew.
I'm choking them to death.
I don't even know how he knew.
I'm not even finna call it.
It's like
I'm
when he
just
came to visit me at
finna kill him.
school, he just knew it was Josh out of everybody.
He said if there was anybody else
that
here,
you'd end up with, he said it's gonna be Josh.
and I'm telling you right now, I'm not even finna call it. I'm just finna kill him.
Well, I'm not though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Especially at the point our relationship is in now. People try to make it make sense in their head. Like, no, we can just be friends.
Everybody thinks they can make it work.
You gotta be 100 with yourself. F whoever's talking to you about it, blah, blah, blah. You know yourself better than anybody else does. When my ex, before the best friend ex, was telling me that he likes me, I knew that inside. I just chose to say, like, not to believe it. You know what I mean?
You didn't choose not to believe it. You just chose to lie to his face. You knew it.
I just
You
said
lied.
that. I knew inside.
Yeah, you knew it. So,
Inside.
So don't say
But I
you
didn't,
chose
but
to-
no, like I chose. You
chose
know what I'm
to
trying.
lie
Josh,
to
you
his
know what I'm
face
trying to say.
For his comfort.
And you know what? That man cheated on me multiple times, so don't even. Whatever this energy
That's what I'm
is, I
saying.
rebuke all of it because, you know.
you need to embrace the fact that you lied to his face. Let him know. She lied directly to your face. She lied
This is over.
She knew.
This is
You're old news.
Josh.
Number 1, number 2, all y'all niggas is old news. I'm it. Look at me. I'm it. I'm the winner.
Josh,
Me.
You're crazy.
I'm the winner. I'm the last one. I did it the right way.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look real happy.
You know what? You know what a good king does?
Mm.
He goes in, he conquers, and he builds a fortress around the kingdom.
What is the fortress?
I will kill any other man that comes too close.
I'm done, Josh.
That's it. We were at the club one time. Some girl thought it was appropriate to interrupt me and my bro circle.
Yeah.
A bro circle. 2-stepping, side-stepping away. And she cut right into it. Like she knew what she was going for. But like, that same girl had to have seen me with you the entire time.
She did.
Why are you yelling at me? What did I do?
Sorry, it just gets me worked up sometimes still.
It's okay. Cut right through the circle and approached me. I instantly knew that there was about to be a bloodbath if I didn't take initiative. You know how like when you grab somebody's hand and like throw them off this way, look to my left. She's halfway over the counter like this.
No, you're over-exaggerating, Josh.
Halfway over the counter.
Josh, you're lying.
Halfway over the because there's a table in between us.
But I wasn't on the table, Josh.
Man, you were halfway up on it. Halfway up on it, ready to just pounce on her like a leopard. But that's love. That's love.
Love will make you do crazy
Love
things.
will make you do some crazy things. I tell you what. Like we said, this is our relationship.
Yeah, this is for us. This is what works for us.
This is what we like.
Right.
This is what we do.
Right.
This is us. This is our channel. Y'all can do whatever in the
kingdoms that you create.
kingdoms that
make sure
y'all
that fortress is strong.
Make sure you got the foundation. The foundation. Because if you don't, that best friend is your replacement. And
Honestly, there's nothing I don't want to talk to you about. I don't want to talk to anybody else
I don't want
about.
to talk to anybody else about,
You're
which is why
my full package.
I would be scared if there was someone else that you wanted to talk to them.
Vice versa, yeah.
I would be instantaneously threatened.
We talk to each other about everything.
So like the second you start leaking confidential files to somebody else, I'm hurt.
Yep.
I'm hurt. That's a betrayal.
Yeah.
Even just so much.
Big friends.
That's
It's a betrayal.
If y'all think opposite sex friends are cool, so be it. Go for
This
it.
is literally all I need.
All
like,
I need.
Opposite sex, male energy wise.
I don't need a female
that's all
best
I
friend. I don't need it.
Well, you are mine. So I guess in that sense, I need a male best friend, but you are my male best friend.
You're right. You're right.
Because it's nice to exchange
retract what I
energies
said.
with,
Yes.
you know.
I need feminine energy in my life, and she has provided me with everything that I need. on that side of the spectrum. So therefore, if I go to somewhere else, I'm being selfish.
I think that they've gotten a good idea though of where we stand. So that's about all we have
If
to
I
say.
haven't made it clear enough, y'all can do whatever it is y'all want to do.
No judgment here.
No judgment
No,
here.
no.
No. Live your best life.
Live your best. Live your best.
Live your best life.
Yes.
But don't say we did not. Don't blame Josh and Issa when stuff hits the fan. Don't blame us. Because we've given our 2 cents.
If they were there before you.
They were there before you. You're either going to have to accept it and put up with it.
Right.
Or say that that's not for you.
Yeah, and I mean, you can communicate that you kind of have an issue with it, and it's kind of up to your partner on how he or she goes about making you feel more comfortable. But sometimes that type of stuff just ain't for some people. I couldn't be with a guy who has a girl best friend that he turns to more than me. I can't do that.
I can't do it either.
So
I'm not going to compete for your attention. That's not what I'm going to do. It doesn't even sound right. That's what blows me. Like, people are like sitting up here like, oh, I have plenty of guy best friends. It works.
possible.
I've got another, like,
yeah,
stop
I know
it.
they really think that.
Stop. Please stop.
There's feelings.
Somebody
has
you
feelings.
You might not have feelings, but if that's the case, then they probably have feelings.
Josh did it for months, and I had no idea.
No clue.
Anyway, if you guys have any stories you would like to share in the comment section below, I'd be super interested in hearing what you guys' experience has been with opposite sex best friends in your relationship. How have you handled that? What's some tea, you know?
If it's going well, great.
You're ugly.
Give it time.
Just stop it.
I just don't see.
It's up to them if that's what they want to do.
Look, it's up to y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. If you don't know who we are, I'm Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together we're Josh and EC. You can follow one of us. You can follow both of us. You can follow all 3 of us. You might as well follow all 3 of us because we're happy, healthy, and hydrated on all 3. And I'm not talking about just YouTube. I'm talking about Instagram.
Don't start. No, why are you trying to add that? But all right, you guys, until next time, peace, love, hair grease,
And we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out
right here.
You might as well.
That's quality.
Quality.
Right
Quality
there.
content.
That's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well
be right there.
Because this one's quality too. All this
Quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.